Hello and welcome to Pilgrims to the Premier League, episode 71, a Football Manager 2021 series here on Boston United FM. We took over Boston United in National League North with the solitary aim of reaching the top level. This is now season 14 and we're in the Premier League. 5 promotions, all of which earned by winning the league. Since rising to the top tier, we have improved every year, from 14th in our first season to a second place finish last, culminating in Champions League football. We won the FA Cup in only our second ever top flight campaign, repeated that in our fifth, and lost out in the Europa League final in 2031. It's now the end of February and we have reached the final of the EFL Cup yet again to face Wolves. We smashed Tottenham Hotspur last year in the final by 6-1 to win the competition for the first time. We lost to Chelsea in the final in 2029, having beaten Wolves in the semi-finals. We also beat Wolves in the FA Cup final in 2030. After the match at Wembley, we will skip forward to play the away second leg in the Champions League first knockout round in Germany as we travel to play Borussia Dortmund. We have just won the home first leg 4-2. Manchester United continue to dominate this season's Premier League and beat us at Old Trafford by 1-0 just 10 days ago. We're attempting to hold off the challenges of Burnley, Manchester City and Chelsea for second place, whilst Liverpool have dropped off recently, especially after we beat them 5-2 at Anfield last weekend. Wolves are down in 17th, just outside the relegation zone. We play them again next weekend in the league. Just one January signing makes the starting 11 for the EFL Cup final, with Aaron Hickey playing at right back. He joined us for £3.7 million from Manchester City and is a Scottish international with over 100 caps. On the bench, we've called up summer signing Betao, a Brazilian midfielder who's yet to play a first team game. We are missing several players through injury and suspension. Evans Bokai would have played as our defensive midfielder, but is banned due to accumulation of yellow cards. Roy Locke has a damaged shoulder from the first leg against Dortmund, and Aminu Osigui twisted an ankle at Manchester United. Francisco Conceição suffered a broken leg in December and will struggle to play again this season. 3 other signings are cup-tied. Kern Joseph joined in August, but had already played in the EFL Cup for Newcastle United. On deadline day, we signed Ben Peterkin, a right-sided wide player from Arsenal, for £40 million, and the 24-year-old has 2 England caps. 22-year-old English midfielder Stuart Curtis came in from Liverpool for £45 million. To part-fund the spending spree, we sold Juan to Red Bull Salzburg and Stephen Macbeth to Napoli for a combined £32.5 million. But we need to get to Wembley. As always, we'll just pump these players up. Go out there and win this trophy for the fans. That'll do. We've got some composed players. I think we're going to have some individual team talks to the groups of players. We'll tell them we have faith in them. To the defence, the midfield and the attack. We've now got some more motivated players. So we'll go through to a tunnel interview. Can we win the EFL Cup? As always in these finals, I just say, I hope so. Last year, we absolutely demolished Tottenham by 6-1. I think we were 5-0 up really early on. And as it says there, only a handful of teams have claimed back-to-back triumphs. This is pretty much our competition. We do tend to play rotated sides in the early rounds, but once we get to the semi-finals, we take it really seriously. But there's our team lineup for today. Odubeko up front. He's actually been out of favour in Premier League games just recently. And Wolves, they are going for a 4-2-3-1. Achim up front. I think he's their danger man. I think he's scored well over 20 goals so far this season. But the teams are out at Wembley, so we'd best kick off. Free kick with Ulysses at the back. Here's Lobanov, the defensive midfielder, out to Hickey. Our January signing, he can play both sides of the defence. I think he's gone down in the area, and we may well be getting a penalty. It's gone to VAR. It's being checked, and the penalty has not been given. The highlight seems to continue. Now Wolves have the ball on the left-hand side. De Felice, he's going through, they've crossed, and Kiha has volleyed over from pretty much on the goal line, it seemed. Harjoan's playing in goal for us today. Yet again, he's our cup goalkeeper. Ulysses with the tackle, passes it back to Harjoan, who then finds Hursley on the left-hand side. He crosses it over to Curran, but his shot is blocked and it goes out for a corner. Curran to take it, goes near post, but it is cleared by the Wolves defence. Wolves with the ball again. Gersini in midfield, back to Cuomo, King, Odrasek out wide to Green. He's going to look to get his cross in. He does. It goes far post, and there's Wolves' deserved first goal. They definitely have been on top in the last 20 minutes or so. They work the ball out wide right. Green gets his cross into the far post, and there's De Felice to nod it home. 1-0 to Wolves. Wolves on the attack yet again. They've got the ball in the penalty area, and there's De Felice at the far post again, but it goes over this time. Wolves still attacking just before half-time. There's just a few minutes to go. We do get the ball clear. Long ball forward from Wolves. Here's Boyer with the ball. He's now running through the midfield. Through on goal, and he equalises. What a goal that was. Some direct running from central midfield. Christopher Boyer equalises for Boston United. Ulysses with the header out to Boyer. He's inside his own half. He just runs straight at the goal and then slots it into the corner. 1-1. And we go in at the break, level. Something we probably don't really deserve looking at the highlights, but Boyer did run through just before half-time and equalised. I think we've got to be quite assertive with the players. Let's point the finger. These fans have been fantastic for us. Go out there and win it for them. Unfortunately, we've still got some nervous players out there. So let's have a talk to them. Tell them they weren't too bad. But we do have faith in them. Let's talk to the midfield as well. We'll say exactly the same thing. It's just the wing-back, Galliardo, who's now still nervous. But hopefully we'll sort that out during the second half. So we'll go out there and hopefully win the EFL Cup yet again. Throw in for us through Galliardo. He gets the ball back, now gives it to Lobanov. He gets his cross in, and there's Odubeko to put us 2-1 up. 10 minutes after the break, we've turned it around from a 1-0 deficit to a 2-1 lead. Nodded back by Hursley, back to Galliardo. He gives it to Lobanov on the corner of the box, and it's a lovely cross for Odubeko to volley in. Now it's a corner to Wolves, goes in, but we clear it. Now we've got a breakaway going. Odubeko's on the ball. He has got an outlet, but he's inside the area. He's going to have a shot. It's blocked, but now Boyer to Campos, who's just come off the bench. But his shot goes straight into the arms of the goalkeeper. He kicks the ball forward, but we win the ball back. Here's Lobanov out to Hursley. Odubeko's on goal again, has a shot, but it goes wide. Corner kick. Campos to take it near post, and it hits the bar. In fact, it's another corner. Campos yet again to take it, but it's cleared as far as Lobanov, back out to Campos. Can he get across in this time? He's inside the area, loses out, and Wolves clear it. We've got a free kick outside the box. It's quite a way out, but Hersley is going to have a shot. But in the end, it's cleared. But we do hold on to win the EFL Cup yet again. It finished 2-1. Not a lot happened towards the end of the game as we slowed the game down. We put time wasting to the max, slowed the tempo right down, put the passing directness to short, stopped our overlapping fullbacks, and we lift the trophy for a second year in a row. Of course, that does guarantee European football for next year, but we've got to be focused on getting back into the Champions League. Let's be happy with the players. Congratulations. Happy with the performance. We definitely deserved it overall. Wolves had that good spell in the first half, but as soon as we equalised and then got the winner, which was only 10 minutes into the second half, we definitely closed the game out and showed why we are in second and Wolves are in fourth bottom in the Premier League. Got to be pleased to win the EFL Cup. A trophy is a trophy, and the goal that we did score before half-time certainly made it a little bit easier to talk to the players at half-time. We do win the EFL Cup again. As it says bottom right, we are now 2 times winners. We do get a Europa Conference League place through winning it, but I don't think we'll be playing in that competition next season. There's a couple of Premier League games to play before the away leg in the Champions League against Borussia Dortmund. The first of which is at home to Wolves. Hopefully we can beat them yet again. Let's go forward to the 15th of March. In the 2 games between the Wembley win and now, we have beaten Wolves again at home by 3-2, and then came back from Arsenal with a goalless draw, both in the Premier League. We are now struggling for substitutes in the forward areas and have had to call up 19-year-old Turkish winger Kure Yüksel onto the bench due to Thomas Hersley damaging his spine and ending his season. We have no strikers on the bench, with only Ben Peterkin on the field able to play there with any sort of comfort. However, Peterkin and fellow January new boy Stuart Curtis are now in the starting lineup, having been ineligible for the Wolves final. Aminu Osigwe is also back to play on the left wing. We are 4-2 up from the first leg in Boston, so we're travelling to Germany with a nice 2-goal cushion. I think we need to pump these players up. We know that if we get the first goal, it does make it very difficult for Dortmund. As it stands, they need to beat us by 2 goals and not concede more than once. Apparently we're both in good form, despite the fact that we did beat them a couple of weeks ago. But as it says there, hopefully we'll continue and put a dent in their aspirations. Asking about complacency, I don't think so. We know the job's not quite done yet. Dortmund do have 2 away goals. They're going for a 4-2-3-1. And of course, we're sticking to our 4-3-3. Hopefully, we can come back with a quarter-final place. So let's kick off. Hickey with the throw in for us on the right hand side. Peterkin gets his head on it, but it's launched forward to Ji Yong for Dortmund. Diankov is there to nick the ball away from them, but there's Jude Bellingham still in midfield for Dortmund. They're through on goal. It's hit the post and it's gone in. It's hit Ulysses off the rebound and gone into the net. Lovely ball by Bellingham onto Pacheco. Through on goal, chips the goalkeeper, hits the post. And then Ulysses just can't get his foot out the way. That's an early goal for Dortmund. Corner to Dortmund now, goes in. But it's Curtis who clears it. Odebeko now. We're on a counter. Diankov through on goal. He shoots. But it just bobbles into the arms of Cham. Now a long throw on the left-hand side. It's into the area. Dortmund clear it. Brandt now gives it back to Gallardo. Here's Locke in midfield to Diankov. Now out wide towards Curtis and Hickey. He's now into the penalty area. What can he do? Can he get a cross in? No, he doesn't. He passes it back to Peterkin and he smashes it home at the near post. It's 1-1 on the night. Restores our 2-goal cushion. We're 5-3 up on aggregate. Half an hour gone and it's 1-1 in Germany. Dortmund now with the ball in the midfield. Long ball forward. Now Locke up towards Odebeko. He's dispossessed. He's chasing to try and get the ball back, but here's Torres. Through to Pacheco. And he scores. The man who caused the own goal for Ulysses in the first few minutes now has a goal for himself. It's 2-1 to Dortmund on the night. But we're still leading by 5-4 on aggregate. Free kick with us. Locke just outside the box, crosses it, but the header is just nodded over. And that was the last action of the first half. We've somehow managed to come in 2-1 down on the night. Dortmund have scored with both of their attacks. The first one, a shot which hit the post, then hit Ulysses and rebounded in. And Pacheco, the causer of the first goal, got one for himself with 9 minutes to go before half time. I think we need to point the finger. We've got an aggregate lead. Now let's make sure we hold on to it. Everybody's happy, inspired and motivated. That's what we want to see. Let's get out there for this second half. Free kick on the halfway line to Dortmund. They're now coming forward out to Ji Yong. He's inside the area. Can he get his cross in? He does. Shots blocked. They get another one, but Harjoen is there. But there was an offside in there somewhere. Throw in to Dortmund, deep in our half. Bellingham on the ball, and he's scored. Just inside the box. And he's actually put Dortmund ahead on away goals. This is getting dangerous. A little ball from Ki-hoon to Bellingham. He shoots across the goal and past Harjoen. Long throw for us into the box. Here's Peterkin. He's been moved out to this left-hand side. Gallardo now on the ball. Gets his cross in. It's cleared by Dortmund. Bokai, another substitute. He gives it to Hickey. On to Curtis. Now back to Hickey. He chips it across the pitch to Gallardo. We pick the ball back up again. Diankov. Peterkin again. Bokai out wide to Gallardo. Cross comes in and we've scored. But it's going to VAR for some reason. I'm not sure why. It didn't look offside. What's going on here? Apparently there was an offside. Let's have a look at the replay. So Gallardo with the cross. And it's Odebeko in front of the goalkeeper. He's been adjudged to be in an offside position. Now a throw deep in our own half. Boyer to Curtis. We need to score at least once. He goes forward, gives it to Diankov. Here's Peterkin on this left-hand side. He's going towards goal. He's in the area. Looked like he might have been fouled, but it's not given. Ulysses to Curtis, out to Boyer. He's now playing on the right-hand side. Gives it to Hickey. Apparently good with both feet. He's now into the box to Boyer. There's Peterkin, but his shot is saved by Cham. Right, we now have the ball in midfield with Bokai. He's inching his way forward. Gives it to Lobanov, our third and final substitute. Hickey, he's gone down inside the area. Surely that's a penalty. Fingers crossed it wasn't just outside. The referee's gone over to the little telly. Please give us a penalty. We need it. This is the 89th minute. And he has given a penalty. Is it going to be Diankov? He's our usual penalty taker. He steps up and he scores. We may just have got out of jail. We've made it 3-2 on the night to put us 6-5 ahead on aggregate. Sends the goalkeeper the wrong way. Dortmund now coming back at us. Through on goal, but that's a wayward shot. And thankfully that 90th minute penalty by Kolyo Diankov was the difference over the 180 minutes. And we go through. Apparently we've been written off to get through with a 2-goal advantage. That's a little bit suspect, but we needed that 2-goal cushion in the end. I definitely think we deserved it over the 2 legs. We pretty much dominated the game in both legs. Very disappointing to concede 3 goals in the second leg. Even to concede 2 in the first leg was disappointing. Odebeko, he seemed to have a decent game, but can't score in every single game. And we do get through to the quarterfinals. That's our best ever Champions League performance. After this time last year, we went out on aggregate to Barcelona. Get £8.68 million of prize money for playing in that first knockout round. But we now go ahead and find out who we're going to be playing in the quarter-final. Here we go then, a couple of days later, we have the quarter-final draw for the Champions League. We're also going to get the semi-final draw as well. So we'll see the possibilities of who we'd get in the final 4. And we get Liverpool, a team just a couple of weeks ago, we stuck 5 past them at Anfield. We've probably got to be happy with that. Let's have a look at the semi-final. So it's us or Liverpool against Juventus or Inter. 2 quarter-finals between clubs in the same nation. And we'll battle it out in the semi-final. And the other semi-final will be Arsenal or Chelsea. Another all-English quarter-final against PSG or Sevilla. We will play the first leg against Liverpool at Anfield on the 5th of April. And then the second leg is back in Boston 6 days later. So the next episode will be Liverpool at home in the Champions League quarter-final second leg. If you've enjoyed the content of this episode, please don't forget to leave a like. And for more videos, please subscribe. Thank you very much for watching.